Welcome back to Rise Entertainment 360. We're just so excited.
We're so excited to be here. You're Shannon,
yes.
And I'm Lola Ogunike. And if it doesn't feel like spring where you are, well, spring officially started this week. I'm excited because you know spring means new spring fashion. Yay! So here to reveal what exactly we should be wearing this season is Stylist to the stars, Kibwe Chase Marshall. Kibwe. Oh, I love that orange. Woo!
That's pop of color for the spring.
Yeah, it's funny. This color, last year, Pantone, which is the color sort of arbiter for all fashion industries, named this color Tangerine Tango. And I'm saying that we're living in the never-ending tango because the color has continued for a whole other year now.
Really? I think it's because that color looks good on everybody.
You know what? I'm concerned that it looks good on me. So
well,
what
it
do
looks
you think?
good on you.
Thank
yes.
you.
On your caramel skin, it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
So wait, so let's talk about some of the trends that we're seeing on the runways this season.
Yes, let's.
Okay. Walk us through some of them. What's hot, what's not, which should we be going out and buying?
Okay, well, we just spoke about color. Now that continues, but one thing that's really important this spring is black and white making a strong return. And the designer that I think really pushed that was Marc Jacobs.
Yes.
He did a show that was really graphic and sort of 60s mod, and black and white featured so prominently. So that's something to really think about, how you can build that graphic look into your looks this spring.
And one of the things that's great about black and white is it's such a classic.
Yeah.
And everybody has a black or white item in their closet, so they can just mush the two together and be on trend.
You can add a little print this season and make it feel like really current.
I love that.
What else? Other trends?
Another trend that's really important is pattern blocking.
And now, what does that mean exactly?
Let me break this down for you.
Okay.
So color blocking started happening about, a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And that was sort of making these bold statements of one color on top in, let's say, a blouse, and another color on bottom in, let's say, a pant, and a third color in a shoe.
I've seen that. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I love color blocking.
Yeah.
I love that.
So pattern blocking is sort of the same concept?
Well, pattern blocking is taking it a step further and blocking garments and segmenting garments with printed fabric.
So how do you make sure that you don't look like you just got dressed in the dark?
Dressed in the dark.
Right.
Okay, here's
That's what I would look like.
Here's a rule for that.
Okay.
If you find patterns that are roughly the same scale, meaning that the elements in the patterns are around the same size, when someone steps back from you, it's going to read almost as two blocks of color, solid color, and it creates a harmony between the two prints.
So the patterns have to be a little more subtle, not as pronounced.
They can be subtle or they can be pronounced, but you want the shapes in the patterns to be around the same size.
Got you.
Now, is this something that people of all sizes can pull off?
Well, I like to think that fashion is democratic.
Spandex isn't.
You did not say.
I'm just saying, look.
But I think that this is something about figuring out how the trend works best for you.
Okay.
So you have to figure out, I don't know, am I better in larger scale bold prints or smaller scale ditzy prints? You have to interpret it for yourself.
And so what accessory-wise, what are we seeing on the runway?
Accessories are, for this season, all about still an important bag. This time, it's a clutch, and it's even carrying a handbag as you would a clutch. So carrying it clutched, even if it's a handbag with handles.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I just know since you have such a nice shirt. What about luxury sweaters, you know, sweatshirts?
Okay, see, the thing about knits this season is that luxury is going the opposite direction than you might think it would go in. So you'd think, oh, cashmere yarns, super, super, super high luxe fibers. But this season, it's actually about the luxe sweatshirt. And Kenzo, the design brand out of Paris that's helmed by a team from Opening Ceremony here in New York, they really had a home run a few seasons ago with a sweatshirt that had this tiger applique on it. The editors won't stop wearing it. And so that trend is moving into spring as a really great way to have this versatile basic. You can wear it casual, you can dress it up.
But what makes it luxury is these pictures that we just saw, they didn't look too luxury.
Well, you know, luxury's in the eye of the beholder. And sometimes,
if you have a cashmere sweatshirt, that's luxury.
All about name brand?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
and the luxe element can be about the applique of a silk fabric onto it. It can be about a embellishment. It can be about just, you know, a really unusual closure There are different ways that it's elevated.
Gotcha. Okay. And what about florals? I know those are popular now, right?
Flower power is a big trend for spring.
Flower power.
I like
I love that.
And you know what? It's not done in a hippie way. It's kind of done maybe in sort of like a 50s, 60s way, because it's about these all-over prints. Maybe they resemble Laura Ashley a little bit.
Yes, but how do you, so how do you update that look without looking like you are wearing Laura Ashley from 1985?
Okay, well, we have a great image of Beyonce wearing a floral match set, and that's one way. But it's very specific that way, and maybe some people might feel nervous about wearing floral on top and floral on bottom. What we're recommending is a floral jean. It's really versatile. You can dress it up, dress it down. You can wear it with a silk blouse. You could wear it with a denim chambray work shirt. You can make it feel a lot of different ways.
And if you put a little heel on it, it could also go from day to night.
What's a flat?
What's a flat? What? Thank you. What is a flat?
You know how she thinks.
This is why I like you. This is why I like you, Kibwe.
Let's stick to what we know.
Well, you brought some beautiful women to this set, and and they're modeling some of the hottest trends of the season. So let's take a look at them. We can't just let women like that not be on camera.
Yeah, our first look is Mari, and Mari looks gorgeous in a really cool, fun, flirty way to maybe go out at night in warm weather, and she's showing us some of the trends mixed together. So one trend that's really cool is plaid interpreted in silk. So she's wearing a plaid blouse, but it's a soft, beautiful silk-type fabric, which really gives it an air of femininity. She's paired it with shorts, and she's also coordinated it with a python print bag, and that's a key animal print for this season.
Okay, so we must have the python, and it's a clutch, like you mentioned.
Yeah. One of the cool things that she's doing styling-wise as well is wearing it with a silver metallic sandal, and that's this nod to sort of two eras, a 60s mod era and sort of a 90s rave era.
Okay, and the silver metallic shoe is very popular this season.
It's the metallic of spring because it does have a light and airy energy about it. And I just think it's a really cool way to sort of buy a pair of shoes that you know you'll wear again because you'll always have use for the metallic shoe.
Okay, so the next model, we've got to bring her in.
Now, before you do that, is there a key to wearing shorts that small? Like, you have to have just fabulous legs. Is that what it is?
You have to think your legs are fabulous.
Okay.
No, you have to have those legs because we've seen some short shorts that were a crime against fashion. Don't go encouraging people to do that.
Okay. So obviously you could interpret that look with a Bermuda length short as well.
Okay, and a Bermuda length, for the people who don't know, is a knee length short.
Yeah, a knee length slim short.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All
and our
right.
next model.
Ooh, Amanat, serving fashion.
Amanat is showing us how we can wear that luxe sweatshirt. She's wearing this great sweatshirt with a little bit of self-embroidered embellishment. It's from H&M, and she's paired it with a tonal embellished jean, and then a tonal Western trimmed bootie. And that's a key thing, is that you can be wearing the booties that you purchased in cold weather into warm weather.
Okay.
That's one of the ways to transition from fall winter into spring summer, is keep some of those same accessories but wear them with the new season's clothing.
Now, some people wouldn't think to wear a bootie like this into spring, but you're saying it can actually work.
Booties now are a year-round staple. They're one of the most important shoe silhouettes.
Okay.
And when did they start calling them booties, just so I'm clear? Because am I out of season there?
It's always been a bootie, but bootie became used for other purposes.
My daughter wears booties, you know. Baby booties? No, different,
Fast forward.
Bootie was rebranded,
Get your mind out of the...
we're taking it back for shoes.
Can we take it back to fashion really quickly?
Okay.
Thank you. So this look, I mean, this is a young contemporary look. Can an older woman of a certain age pull this off? A more mature woman pull off this look?
I love this look because I think it actually is really age democratic, because she is wearing a sweatshirt, she is wearing a slim jean, but because it's in that neutral, it has a sophistication that I think many different women should be considering interpreting.
Now, and also really quickly before we let Amanat go and bring on the next model, the key to this sweatshirt, you don't want everybody just going to Modell's and pulling out a Champion sweatshirt and thinking that that's you're rocking the look, right?
You know what? I'm not going to say don't go to Modell's, but I am going to say how you style the sweatshirt is what makes a difference.
Okay.
You have to consciously say, I'm going to wear this sweatshirt as I would the most refined cashmere sweater. Okay. I'm going to wear it with a pencil skirt or a really chic jean, a special shoe, a handbag. Don't treat it like lounge, couch potato wear. Treat it like a normal piece of sportswear that you would wear in a polished way.
Okay, perfect. Okay, our next model, floral jeans.
Tahoe is wearing our floral jean in this really cool, subtle watercolor sort of artisan print.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We paired it with one of the most important pieces for women to own right now, which is a soft silk button front blouse. The simpler the detailing, the better. This is a cool new way to bring it forward because it's got a short sleeve, so it kind of has a sportiness about it. And then we've coordinated it with a tonal pump in a really soft peach. And this is something that's really important to move your shoes forward. Platform shoes have been so important over the last few years, but now people are returning back to what we're calling a single sole construction. So it doesn't have a platform, or if it has a platform, the platform is concealed within the shoe, so it gives a more sleek, sophisticated silhouette to the foot.
That's interesting because, like you mentioned, for years it was about the 7-inch heel.
Oh my goodness!
The 8-inch heel.
Shoes is furniture.
Shoes is furniture, yes.
And now they're returning to more of a delicate sort of
Is that
energy.
because every fashionista broke her ankle?
I think it's the insurance policies have just.
Now, would this work? This look, will it work in other states or countries even, or is it more of like a East Coast, West Coast kind of thing?
I don't know if it's East Coast, West Coast beef. I think it's definitely across the nation. This is something that's relevant. Okay. Obviously, places like Texas, southern states love the color and the flowers. But what's been interesting to see is how that softness and that femininity has been becoming a part of how people in New York dress, and it has been embraced definitely by the LA set.
Well,
it's interesting because we know that historically New Yorkers have been color averse. They tend to like blacks and grays and monochromatic looks in the eggshell ecru color scheme.
Yes.
But we've been embracing color a lot lately.
I think people are actually liking the way color plays against the urban landscape. And, everyone has that moment in spring, the first day it's warm, they're out on Fifth Avenue in a silk shirt, and they get their life.
Yes.
And so I think color is really central right now in the fashion industry.
Okay.
Well, one of the things I like about all three of these looks that you showed us today is that normal people can wear these clothes. It's not like some of the things you see on the runway where you're like, who would wear that?
Yeah.
These are stylish things that I think a lot of people could wear.
And what's even better is that all of these clothes are extremely affordable.
Okay, so let's really rejoice in the fact that this is not about saying one day you could afford this. This is about saying, next week you can take your check and go to H&M or Forever 21 or Zara or Joe Fresh, and that's where all of these pieces are from. And you can get some things that really move how you're dressing forward for the new season. That's what really excites me, is people being able to say, okay, new season, how am I gonna, express myself in a slightly new way? That's really cool to me.
So on average, how much would one of these ensembles cost?
We tried to build these looks for under $100.
Really?
We may have gone a little bit over to add some finishing touches with accessories, but what we stress to you is that you probably have some great accessories. You might have a silver shoe from when you brought some silver into your wardrobe before. You might have a snakeskin clutch. So revisit some of the things that you've loved from the past.
Wow.
Well, I don't have a silver shoe, but I will have one by the end of the show. Okay. Well, Kibwe, thank you so much for helping us keep stylish in the new season.
Yes,
No, thank you guys for having me.
And thank you, ladies, for being here. You
Yes,
all are
beautiful
gorgeous.
job,
So
beautiful
chic,
job.
so sophisticated. I love it. Spring has sprung.
All right. And up next, our guests will keep those kids out of your pockets so you can buy more of these beautiful outfits. You're watching Arise Entertainment 360.